So, just finished The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, Book of Carol. What is episode pack? We're going to be talking about this episode. So this is going to be a weekly episode thing since we are wrapping up My Hero Academia pretty soon. I thought that it's appropriate we find a new series to have active reviews on. And then once this series ends, we'll probably take a break from doing a weekly scheduled episodes. And then once the Last of Us season 2 comes out, we'll do that. But anyway, let's focus on this. So this episode, we start off with directly after season 1, which is Daryl going to the shore to find boats, and then Laurent. Is that his name, Laurent? They didn't say his name much in this episode. I think his name's Laurent. Laurent, about to fight off zombies. He somehow trips, which I don't understand that. It seems like every time there's a child in a zombie apocalypse story, they're always tripping when trying to fight walkers. Which, it's realistic, but also I'd like to see a change. Anyway. So then, this weird pacifist guy, which I'll give you my opinion on that in a little bit. This pacifist guy comes up and is like, yo, what the heck? He's like, says, guys, you need to come back, it's not safe. Which, I'm confused on what happened. I know that it's probably explained what happened, but I'm confused on why Daryl didn't, get on the boat. Like, what happened? Did the boat crash? But I missed that part, so, it's whatever. As long as we get a season 2, I don't mind. But then after that, we cut to Carol, who is riding on, we get a scene between Daryl and, I don't remember her name, honestly. We get a scene between Daryl and blonde girl from season 1, and Daryl is saying, I keep thinking about the people I left behind. Are they thinking about me? Which, Daryl, you know damn well that they are, especially Carol. But yeah, so then it immediately cuts to Carol, who is riding to meet Daryl. Carol runs into the people that Daryl fought to get to Paris. And she's like, sorry if this is boring, I just ate, so So then Carol hijacks Daryl's crossbow and then gets on a bike, and yeah. Then she somehow ends up finding another camp with a loner. At first they're, already on weird, on good terms. But then he leaves to go help Carol find car parts. And then Carol becomes a snooper and looks around in the place she's not meant to. She gets overrun by walkers. Walkers basically destroy the place, and the guy gets mad at her. And then Carol weirdly tells the truth here, which I feel like it's out of character for her, unless it's somebody she knows. I feel like it's out of character for her to not make up a story. Like, she tells the truth about why she was in there. Personally, I would have made the excuse that the power went out. I'd make the excuse that the power went out. She got overrun by zombies. The zombies chased her into that place. And then, yeah, that's how she ended up there. But it's whatever. She told the truth. So then the guy is about to kick her out. And eventually she does leave. And then he's like, then he comes back because he has a change of heart. And is like, yo, we got work to do on that plane. And then the plane, so yeah, they eventually get the stuff for the plane. There's a storm, which it's really weird that it's a dry storm. Like, it feels like there's no rain, so it's like, I don't know. I know that dry thunderstorms exist, but I don't know if they exist where they are, which is like probably in Atlanta still, or like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyway, so they eventually get into the plane and they start flying and getting away from everything. And then we cut to, well, okay, I'm telling this out of order, but I feel like it's the most important part that Carol's going to go see Daryl. But the scenes are like so, like, if they were like, no matter where you put the Daryl scenes, it wouldn't really matter because, like, they're not interlocking in any way. So Daryl, Daryl's talking to this, I'd say, monk guy who's like fighting with a stick, and he's like, I'm a pacifist, Daryl. And I just rolled my eyes. I'm like, dude, you can't. Listen, the pacifist thing only worked for Morgan for a short period of time. Then he immediately had to go back to his ways because it got people killed. I think that this guy's going to be a massive antagonist in the series. I'm sorry. Whenever I hear somebody's a pacifist in the Walking Dead series, I immediately think they're going to be a thorn in the road. Because you cannot be a pacifist in this world. In the zombie apocalypse. You just cannot. You just can't be a pacifist in a zombie apocalypse because eventually you're going to have to kill people, and this guy's probably going to try to push his beliefs on to Daryl, which in turn would make him a bad guy. He's going to get violent with Daryl, which happens every time that there's a pacifist character. But yeah, other than that, there's not really much to talk about in the episode. It's the first episode, so it's like kicking off everything. But other than that, that's the end of the episode, really. This episode was pretty good. I'd give it, you can't really hate the episode, really. I'd give it a 6, maybe a 5, maybe a 5.6 out of 10. It wasn't the best episode. It definitely was not the worst episode. It is a pretty good episode. I can see why some people would maybe call it boring. That's what I'm not calling it boring because it's literally kicking off the series. So it's like, obviously there's going to be some there's going to be some low points. And this was one of them. It was just kind of, if you don't know The Walking Dead, then I can see people like getting bored of the show, this first episode, but I believe that the next episode is gonna kick stuff off. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, and yeah, see you guys later.